was so good. Like, I can't wait to share the shit. He was being so super reasonable.
Hello guys, thank you very much. So
But then,
this is the situation. Inside is private and has been hired by the Jehovah's Witnesses. So if you had hired a nightclub for your private party, you would not want somebody coming in and putting down leaflets saying Louise is an idiot. So we can't go in there. We were allowed in there this morning on the proviso that we did no protesting whatsoever, but that invitation has been revoked due to people going in. I don't know the full reason, but that's the situation. So if we want drinks or coffees or toilets, we now have to go back to the hotels. The land outside here is also private. It's called a pseudo-private space. Your human rights do not exist in a private space in the same way that they don't exist in my back garden. You do not have a right to come into my back garden and protest that I am an idiot because I own the garden. So we have very kindly been assigned a space outside behind barriers. They didn't have to do that, but they have done that. They could quite as easily and legally ask us to retreat to the closest public land, but they haven't. They've assigned us a space, and that's where we're allowed to be with the banners. When we are outside of that space, we are not protesting. We're not sneaking leaflets. We're not identifying individuals to single out for comments. Our protest is not against individuals. They're not the audience in there. The audience is the general public. The audience is the media. The audience is the world who we are shining a light on the policies and procedures of the organisation that are wrong. If they happen to see us and in a few years down the line wake up, that is immense. But don't get tied into trying to help one person wake up. They'll wake up when they're ready. So in the same way that if you did a radio interview, you're not telling the interviewer the answers, he already knows the answers. You're telling all the people that are listening to the radio. It's the same with us. We're not telling them, we're telling the wider world. And what we want is media attention. We want to shine a spotlight on the policies and procedures of the organisation. Those 30,000 people in there are victims, just like we were before we woke up. So we're allowed to stay in the pen. The times that I have notified the police are 12 until 2 and 4:30 until 5:30. My name, address, email and telephone number are lodged with the police. So I am not the police of your behaviour, you are. But be aware that your behaviour will impact the whole group. So you're responsible to the group, not to me. I'm not telling you to do anything. The senior security officer in Excel has been extremely accommodating and kind and has laid on security for us, for our protection as well as theirs. So we've been given a massive concession on what is essentially private land. So I cannot thank you all enough for turning up from 11 different countries. That's just amazing. Some people have invested thousands. Some people have invested thousands of pounds in getting here. Some people have invested huge emotional payload to be here despite their horrific experiences in that cult. I have a small care team, as you know, that I'm going to give little heart badges to, but we're all going to be together now anyway, so nobody should be triggered, nobody should be, well, we're not allowed in there anymore, so that's not even an issue, shouldn't be a problem. At the end of the protest times at 2 o'clock, please wrap up your banners, go and have a drink, a rest, a snooze, a meal, grab a McDonald's, because food's expensive in London. Yeah? So there's also an event across town with the London Black Atheists where AC Grayling, Andrew Copson and several other people are being interviewed, including myself and Stephen Unthank, who is the god of activism that you have never heard of. So he's been interviewed at that event, but back here between 4:30 and 5:30 because people will be leaving at that time. And then there's an event in the evening, just a social event. I did have something else to say. Can we talk? No, you're not allowed to talk.
You woman.
Speaking.
Women have no
I'm the
voice.
princess. Sorry, go ahead. Can we just say boy or place?
No, I'm not talking.
So I do not know all the laws that the security will enforce. For instance, one just popped up that we found out by accident, which was that we weren't allowed to film inside. I didn't know that. So I am not a policeman of the event. I don't know all the laws. But what the security man did say to me was, if you are identified individuals and you lady with the green jacket, have you thought about why you're shunning that little girl? That could be construed as criminal intent.
There's one thing as well.
Yeah, please do. Go ahead, Neil.
Regarding anyone who wants to take videos, we're more than welcome to take videos of ourselves. We're more than welcome to take videos of ourselves with Jehovah's Witnesses walking in the background. No one may take pictures of people who are guests of the XL solely if that is your intent. Okay? So if I'm taking photos of you and there's Jehovah's Witnesses behind, that's fine. If I stand in front of you and take those photos, I'm going to be removed by security. Okay? So don't do that. It's fairly easy not to do it.
I'm leaving the event at 1 o'clock to go and be interviewed at the other event. Neil will be deputising for me.
Uh-oh.
So he is your princess.
I'm
Is Joe and
Curtsy,
Alan
Neil.
here?
Yep.
Okay, so at the back
Hey, guys.
I have a documentary maker called Joe.
Oh, very
And
good.
Joe.
he is
Welcome, mate.
open to hearing people's stories, but I believe Hannah Beth will be fielding that to control the flow to Joe. Don't worry. I've also got Mark. Mark is a podcaster. He's a normal person.
Boyfriend.
What's he doing here?
Yeah. Wrong group.
Nicely. And he is also available to interview people and to film.
Bless you.
Yes.
We can say that now.
We only invited about 1,000 people by email over the last 3 months, so no, there are no media coverage.
We already got more people here.
But we did our very best. You appreciate, it's not just a case of phoning up the BBC and going, hey, actually John did that. John has got an update.
I emailed Sarah Marshall in the Guardian yesterday. She can't have
Amazing, John.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Wow. So there are 51 people here right now. I think there will be more turning up. I am being interviewed by BBC Radio Gloucestershire tomorrow morning and BBC Radio Stoke also tomorrow morning. So there is media coverage, and BBC Radio Hereford and Worcester covered it yesterday as their top story. With a story from a lady called Sean.
Oh, hey.
Right. How are you? So thank you so
Stacey.
much. You made it, and I can't thank
Right, Parker.
you.